What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're jumping into something. Jovies home. A Dutch court sends epic message to U.S. companies. Let's see what we got. Y'all wanted it. I'm here with it. Get over, show Jovies home, all the love of the world. If you're not subbed up over there already, you're the one that's missing out. Let's go on a journey. See what we got.
Hi, welcome to Jovies home. I have to start off with crediting the NL Times, which is a website here where we can get news in English, because this is where I read the story. Today, I want to talk about what happens when Americans try to mess with Dutch employees. And
I like the way she said it too, with some attitude.
So, if that's
show them American.
Why don't you come on in, kick off your shoes, and stay a while? I'm really glad you're here.
She seems like a sweetheart.
An American company that opened up an office in the Netherlands and hired a Dutch employee. So this Dutch employee was working in an American company, but under Dutch employment law, because that's how it works.
That's the way it should work, yes.
Yeah, are we all on the same page? Good.
Tracking.
This employee did something that the American company didn't like, and then they fired him. But the employee went in and said, that's not really how it works, guys. So he sued them in Dutch courts. And
Americans love being sued, though. We love to do some suing. We are all kinds of lawyered up. So they shouldn't have been surprised that they got sued. 100%. They probably were like, "Oh, here it goes."
It works, guys.
They probably didn't expect to lose, though.
In Dutch courts.
Good.
And let me tell you what happened. So this person, I'm going to just refer to the notes a little bit. So this employee began working for this company called Cheat You. Funny name now.
That's definitely an awkward name.
They started working for this company in January of 2019, and they had a real good salary. Look at that. He was earning over 70,000 euros a year, which is really good for
respectable.
And so he was working for this company for over a year and a half. One day, he was ordered to take part in a virtual training called the Corrective Action Program. And during this training, he was required to remain logged in and with his camera on for the entire workday. This employee said, hey, that interferes with my right to privacy.
Yeah.
There's no reason that I need to have my video camera on the whole day so that you can just monitor me. It was not for any other reason other than monitoring.
That sounds like something that's very American to do. Companies want to micromanage every single second of your time. They want to make sure you're not robbing them. And they'll go to great lengths to do that, apparently.
And making sure that that person
police
was there,
states type stuff.
They were required to have this camera on. Not that they were like speaking at an event or something where, yeah, obviously then you make sense. But it was really just for monitoring for the entire workday.
Yeah,
no. Person
absolutely
sent
not.
An email back saying, listen, I just don't feel comfortable with having to participate like that. I don't feel comfortable with my camera being on the whole day. And it's an invasion of my privacy, and I don't want to do it. So I'm happy to join your training without having my camera on the whole time. After he sent in that email, he was informed that he was terminated, effective immediately, for insubordination and refusing to work. That doesn't sound like that to me.
No,
does it sound like that
not
to you?
At all.
That he didn't want to work?
Not even a little tiny
really, like bullshit. No, he just didn't want his camera on the whole time. But the American company did not see it like that. They see that as insubordination, because if you don't do what they say, when they say it, if you dare to complain, that's what happens.
Yeah.
You lose your job. And that's, but
I agree with you. 100% I agree. It's totally, but that is what will happen. This place, work is everything here. That's something I've noticed even just coming back over here from Thailand. Everybody is always working. Everybody is always busy. Everyone is on call. Everyone is this or that. It's work is life in America.
That's a sign. So then what happened? So this employee, or former employee, took his case to a Dutch court. And they said, hey, I've been wrongfully terminated. I should not have been fired for this. This is not fair. It's not okay. And can you help me?
Yes,
the court looked at it, and they agreed that the termination was not lawful, and that the employer had not given sufficient enough reasons why this person was fired, and or why it was actually required that they have their camera on the whole time. Let me just read to you what the court said. The employer has not made it clear enough about the reasons for the dismissal. Moreover, there has been no evidence of a refusal to work, nor was there a reasonable instruction. Instructions to leave the camera on is contrary to the employee's right to respect for his private life.
Amen.
And this, my friends, is one of the things that I constantly try to talk about in my videos. There is, in the States, it's the employers, the companies, these non-human entities that have more rights than individual people working in them.
Correct.
And that's mind-blowing to me. So in Europe, or in the Netherlands, but in Europe, it's the people who have more rights than the companies, because it's the people who are more important.
The people make the company.
The workforce of those companies. So this is just such a good illustration of the difference in the American way, where it's like, no, it's whatever the company says. Everything is about the money and the bottom line, and we want to make sure that we can see you working. And in Europe, it's like, actually, no, your right to a private life and to your privacy is actually more important than some random instruction from your company saying that they find it important that you are just on your webcam so that they can monitor you. The Dutch court even actually cited the European Convention on Human Rights. In Article 8, says that strict conditions are put in place when it comes to observing employees. And you cannot expect that the way that you can observe your employees who are on site in a workplace where you can physically see them, you cannot expect that to be the same thing when they're in their own homes working from home.
Absolutely.
And it's just unreasonable. So they were just like, nope, sorry. No, my favorite part of this case, my absolute favorite part, is what the employee that was wrongfully terminated got. Let's go through that, okay? And I'm sorry that I'm not looking at you.
I hope he never has to work again. That would be amazing.
Cheat You was ordered to pay to this employee 2,700 euros in unpaid salary, 8,375 euros for wrongful termination, 9,500 euros in worker transition assistance, and 50,000 euros in additional compensation.
Yeah, that's not, you still have to work,
the
but that's
company
still
had
good.
to pay the dismissed worker for 23 vacation days that they didn't get to take, and also the 8% statutory holiday allowance, and then possibly even an extra fine because they didn't give him a pay slip in August. Oh,
that's
and
brilliant.
Then Cheat You also had to pay for the court costs, which was 585 euros. Can we? I just need a.
Yeah, that absolutely deserves a round of applause.
Feels so sweet
justice.
That you can have one employee that can go up against an American company
and win
and be like, this isn't right, and to have the entire Dutch legal system stand behind them and say, you, one employee, are right.
You could try it in America, but the courts aren't going to stand behind you. They're going to stand behind the company. It's just the simple fact of the matter.
And that is just...
unless you like burn yourself with a McDonald's chicken nugget or something like that. Then, of course, you can win against the company.
Love it. In the end, this company actually closed.
Good.
It withdrew its registration from the Dutch Chamber of Commerce, and it is no longer having an office here. However, that does not mean that that employee who was wrongfully terminated for BS reasons cannot collect. So hopefully he will get his money, and I hope that will be a lesson.
It kind of makes you get a little bit of joy.
That think that they can come in here and impose unreasonable and unfair requests of their employees, because here, that's not how it goes. So, I want to know, what do you guys think? What do you think of this story?
It's spectacular.
Have you read it? Did you see that in the news? Do you agree? Do you agree with the American? Do you agree with the outcome of the case?
Yes, that's the way that the outcome of the case should have gone down. If it was flipped around, it probably wouldn't have gone that way. If he was here in America, it probably wouldn't have gone that way.
Team Netherlands or Team USA on this
That's not even a question.
What do you think? Please let me know below. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Jovies!
Jovies home, everybody. Get over, show her all the love in the world. Absolutely seems like just a sweet, down-to-earth person. Revenge is sweet, especially when it's against companies that have done you wrong. It made me feel good. It made me feel good, even though I'm here in America where those corrupt companies are. I see it all the time. People are so busy. All the time, constantly. Every part of your day has something to do with work. Or planning to go back to work. Or you got to do this or that. No. Some ways it's just companies are in the wrong, and it's nice to see them get served a little slice of humble pie for sure. Smash the like button if you liked it, the dislike button, but I won't believe it. Go show Jovies all the love of the world. Tell the next one about the combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, safe, love me to the moon, the back, peace.